All right, big question for you, because everything's going well. Thanksgiving, the turkey looks great, the smells are so good. But then there's a plumbing issue, right? And it ruins everything. So is your plumbing ready for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Lance Smith is here from LD Smith Plumbing with
Sophie.
Who's your pal?
This is Sophie. Yep.
Okay.
Sophie's like, yeah, that's my name. That's my name.
It's our shop dog. And
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, honey. All right, Lance, break it down for us, my man. What do we need to know? Where do we begin with plumbing issues? Because that is the worst time on Thanksgiving, the holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas. You've got all these people in your house. Everybody's coming in from out of town. This is not what you want to happen.
Yeah, I would say the main thing that first comes to mind is drains, being proactive. If you've had historically problems with your kitchen drain specifically or your main drain lines, making sure to get that checked out before, during Thanksgiving preparation or Thanksgiving Day. And when you have that extra family in the house or extra activity, there's extra load on the drain. So if there's any signs that there may be a potential problem, or if you've had problems in the past, get that checked out ahead of time.
Well, especially those sinks, garbage disposals, but also, it's funny to say, but the toilets, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, you're going to have a lot of people in your house using the bathroom.
Ooh,
yeah.
Big problem there, yeah. How do you know? I mean, usually if there's a problem with a toilet, that's me right there. I'm the go-to person.
But what if that doesn't work?
Yeah, how do you know when it's time to call you?
If the toilet keeps clogging and you keep having to use a plunger every now and then, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if all of a sudden you have to increase how often you're using it, that's when there's something
There's a bigger
deeper.
problem.
Yep. Absolutely.
See, Rand, there's a bigger problem with that.
I'll tell my wife that.
Yeah, get her on the case, right? All right, what else do we need to look out for, Lance?
Garbage disposals. The main thing with, I think a lot of people, and I have done it so myself in the past, with garbage disposals, just cramming them full of all those leftovers and stuff, don't do that. Garbage disposals are only meant for scraping the plate, wiping off the countertop. And then another thing I always recommend is after you run the disposal, letting water run for 30 seconds. Because then it'll wash it down the line.
What's the worst thing you can put into your garbage disposal? The worst thing?
Real starchy foods, like a lot of pasta, a lot of rice, things like that. Those will pack up right away, just downstream, and cause a lot of problems.
Is that one of the biggest things you see? Because my husband and I would kind of debate back and forth, like what you can put down the garbage disposal and what you don't. Like, what is it really for? Because, I mean, potatoes, you get big pieces of things. Oh.
Nope.
Way to go, Amber.
It's big potato
I didn't
peels.
do potatoes. I'm just asking.
Just for, small amounts of peels, but I see a lot of potato peels, rice, pasta.
Yeah.
Those are the primary
Can wreak havoc.
Yeah, and it's just in light doses and using water afterwards to wash that.
Well, and speaking of water, Rand.
Yeah, well, I was wondering what does a clogged drain look like?
Oh, you want to see one?
Your problem.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. This is an old drum trap, but as you can see, I brought this. I found this at her shop. That's halfway full. That's like...
Hold it up there, Lance, so you can see that.
There you go.
You can see half of it's... That's soap scum grease, hair buildup over time.
Sophie's like, what is that camera?
You like the camera there.
Now, what about water heaters, too? That's another topic, perhaps, that should be mentioned.
Good question. If you're starting to notice, yes, your water heaters are going to get extra use.
Yeah.
If it's storage tank-wise, 7 to 10 years of the usual life expectancy. If you're starting to have an indication there may be a problem, I'd get that checked out, because we get a lot of water heater failures around the holidays.
A lot of people are going to be taking showers, too, if they're staying all night. So that's a deal. Oh, you take a bath? Is that what it is?
Hey, how do you know the difference between repairing it and say, hey, it's time to get a new one, water heater?
It's a case-by-case basis. Like I said, for a storage tank water heater, 7 to 10 years is your life expectancy. Usually, from a cost perspective, it doesn't make sense when it's in that age range to do a repair.
How about a tankless water heater?
Tankless water heaters, we do a lot of those upgrades when it makes sense, because you never run out of hot water, and life expectancy is almost twice as long.
You guys, though, you also have a plumbing protection plan. And then we get a little bit of money off. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. It's an $89 plan. It's a membership. It gets you 15% off Also, a courtesy plumbing inspection. It's a really good value for a lot of homeowners. We sell a lot of those.
Yeah, you like to save money. So there you go.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially
Get it all
when
taken
you pay
care
for
of.
it too, man. I'll take that.
For anything, that's your issue. Your issue.
Okay.
Lance, thank you so much. Sophie, you were a good girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's like, where's that camera?
She's
You
looking
see
for
her,
the-
George and Randall? She is just wondering where that camera is. She does not know what to think about it.
She's a protector.
Right. Yeah, and I feel like if you're in the Ollis household, you really just got to protect all of the toilets from Randy. I think that's the goal. He looked guilty every time. He's like, hey, if you did this, he's like, oh.
You got a special outhouse out back for him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially on Thanksgiving.